Hello everyone and welcome to episode 10 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channels, our modern day UFC save to see what it would look like if COVID didn't happen. As for episode 10, we have the UFC on ESPN Plus card that was supposed to be in Ohio as Francis Ngannou versus Jair Rozenstruik. Man, that's crazy to think that Rozenstruik called him out. When you kind of think about it, not a whole lot of guys are calling out Francis Ngannou, and it's tough that the way it ended like it did, but I mean, fair fucks to him for calling him out in real life here, as far as this is why that fight took place. But boy, oh boy, I mean, Ngannou and Rozenstruik, two absolute behemoths in there, two heavy-handed heavyweights. I don't think this one's going to get past the first round, and that should be an exciting main event. So our co-main event, Raphael Assuncao taking on Cody Garbrandt. Of course, it being an Ohio card, we gotta have some Ohio guys on the main card, and girls too, for our next contest in Jessica I and Alexis Davis. As for Cody Garbrandt, though, this is going to be an interesting kind of run for him, because this is kind of before everyone thought he was wash, and everyone still thought that he was still a top 135er. So that's going to be interesting to see how he does against Raphael Assuncao. And then for Jessica I and Alexis Davis, at 125, for a strawweight contest, I think both girls could definitely use the win. This is going to be a massive push for them to climb up the strawweight division. And, for Jessica I, she doesn't really have that many fights left in her, probably. I want to say she's 30, I think she's 37 now. Let's see. 33, wow. Never mind. So she would be like 36 at this point in time in real life here. So, yeah, that makes sense. But, 15-7-1 no contest, 5-6-1 as far as a losing record in UFC. Not great, but as far as that's how the women's MMA kind of game goes, because as far as it's only still in its infant stage compared to obviously the main fighters, but or the male fighters rather, excuse me, not the main fighters. Jesus Christ. As then the fight that I am so looking forward to seeing, Mauricio Shogun taking on Yuri Petroska. Oh my god. This fight is gonna rule. Poor Mauricio Shogun, though, was getting fed to the wolves. But this is gonna be Petroska's debut under my tutelage here, under my in my regime. As this is boy, that's gonna be fun. And a hell of an opener. Sergey Pavlovich versus Marcin. Deborah, hopefully Deborah has a better outing than he did in real life against Tom Aspinall, as we saw in real life. Didn't even touch poor Tom Aspinall. But that, that's a fun-ass fight, because obviously we know Pavlovich turns into a top heavyweight contender. We'll see if that carries on here in this save, as far as if he beats Marcin Deborah. But that's a hell of an opener. Should be a fun main card, actually. I'm really excited to see every single fight on that main card. Especially, obviously the opener and the main. Those are some heavy-handed heavyweights there battling it out. Then the prelims. Of course, it would be incomplete with having a Ohio card without Matt Brown on it, as Matt Brown and McGee, two veterans, main event in the prelim, and they're looking to have a fucking slugfest, and that should be fun to see. Torres taking on Mizuki and Noe at 115. So this is obviously a big-time fight for both girls here, as Torres and Mizuki and Noe looking to climb up the 115 ranking. As far as Torres, of course, looking to get some good things going her way, as she's kind of had a bumpy road as of late. See if she can get back on the right track. Austin Hubbard and Coma Worthy at 155, which you see Coma Worthy missed weight by a pound at 156. So he'll be sacrificing his purse. Devontae Smith and Matt Steamroller Frivola, as I can't wait to see how he does in this save. Obviously, in real life, he's a heavy-handed 155er. Had a fucking battle with Drew Dober, and I'm sure this is going to be a fun fight there with him and Devontae Smith. And Anthony Hernandez and Derwin Nguyen at 185. The only middleweight fight on the entire card. So they have a chance to do something special there to start off the prelim. As for the analytics side of things, the fifth time that Francis Ngannou has made event has made event at a UFC event, and the second time for Rozenstruik, as Ngannou has finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Ngannou 6th, Rozenstruik 11th. Igannou has the reach advantage. It's just crazy he called him out, because it's just a losing battle. He's better, he's got the longer reach, but he called him out, and Francis wisely accepted. As far as for Francis here, obviously this is kind of the climb back after losing to both Stipe and the god-awful fight with Derek Lewis, where both guys were just kind of gun-shy about getting in there. But, he beat Curtis Blades, had the nice win. Velasquez blew out his knee, so in the first minute of that fight, so I can't really say that was a big win. But the Dos Santos win was huge, though. He did beat the fuck out of him, and now that, it's kind of crazy to think that was a year before COVID. I just feel like that Cain Velasquez Ngannou fight was like a lifetime ago. And, this is a big-time fight for both guys, because this is to climb up the heavyweight division for sure. Francis is a top 5 heavyweight right now, and he's got the skill set for sure to become a heavyweight champion. We'll see if he does that, like he did in real life. And then, for Rozenstruik, has, the Dutch kickboxing background, as far as, that's kind of mostly where he's trained, even though he's, as far as with his background, this is a big opportunity for him. 31 years old though, 6'4", beat Alistair Overeem, beat Andrei Arlovski, all by knockout too. Relatively back-to-back months too, which is kind of crazy. So the jump from November, December, then all the way to March, that's a pretty fast kind of uptick for sure. Obviously, both guys knocking out Overeem, which actually, I don't think, it hasn't, okay, it did happen. I was about to say, has it happened yet? No, that was 2017. For some reason, I was thinking it was 2020. My timeline of Francis Ngannou is all the way fucked up, but it's, I'm glad that this is now a nice little reminder. But, this is, it's always fun to have the guy who main evented the first ESPN card, main eventing the, I don't even know what number this would be now, as far as we kind of stopped keeping track. But, that's going to be a fun main event for sure. I can't believe someone is backing Rozenstruik, though. Shout out Kevin, but I think it's going to be a losing effort for him. It's Raphael Assuncao taking on Cody, no love Garbrandt. It's still Cody Garbrandt, still on the losing end of things. So he hasn't won since December of 2016. He's a slight underdog, according to the Blurcast staff picks, as Assuncao is 1-2 against other members of Team Alpha Male. As for Assuncao, 8th, Garbrandt 9th. So Garbrandt, he probably lost to Dillashaw twice, then Pedro Munoz knockout. So I can't really say he's fallen off. It definitely kind of became evident when he dropped down to flyweight and got knocked the fuck out in the first round. That was kind of like the wake-up point where it was like, oh shit, he might not be the same Cody Garbrandt, but it looks like he's bouncing back. Looks like he's kind of getting his shit together. Sometimes you need that from a fighter. Just you need to hit rock bottom to kind of understand, like, wow, this is not... Because he's still, obviously in real life here, he's 30 years old. Obviously here, 28, he's still the prime of his career. So, as far as hopefully, he has a great showing here against Raphael Assuncao, just for the sense of him being a hometown guy. But Raphael Assuncao, as far as, he's Junior Assuncao's little brother. Usually a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, but he's also pretty solid at Muay Thai stuff. As far as, he's also lost to Marlon Moraes and Corey Sandhagen. So he's just, both guys have just taken on some of the best of the bantamweight division. Also lost to Dillashaw and Uriah Faber. So those are the 2 alpha male losses, which... that makes sense. He had UFC 200. As, it's kind of crazy, though. He did beat TJ Dillashaw once before. A split decision. But, still, it's a nice win. He also beat Pedro Munoz. So, MMA math would dictate that he's got this fight in the bag. But, you never know. You never know with this one. As far as he's, especially now, at 37 years old, he's definitely towards the tail end of his career. But, might still have enough juice left in the tank to take out Cody Garbrandt here. As Alligator, Alexis Davis taking on Jessica Eva Lai. So they have fought once before at UFC 170, which Alexis Davis won by split decision. As Alexis Davis, she hasn't won since December of 2017, but she has a 7-inch reach advantage. Jessica has won 4 of her last 5 fights by decision. Both are flyweights here. I don't know why I said it was a strawweight fight, but yeah, they're ranked as flyweight. So yeah, they're flyweight stuff. As 19-10 though for Alexis Davis. yeah, Caitlin Chikagan, obviously now the new champion. Jennifer Maya, that's a tough fight. And then even this fight as well against Vivani was tough as well for her at UFC 240. So just, at least she beat Liz Carmouche, and she beat her twice. And just got, of course, the split decision win back in 2014. Looking to repeat that same success here. But yeah, just got, of course, hometown kid as far as, this is going to be a big fight for her. She got knocked out by Valentina Shevchenko, which that's always a fun knockout to rewatch. But yeah, had a tough start. And Misha Tate, Pena, Sarah McMahon, and of course Alexis Davis split decision lost. And yeah, just things didn't go her way during the mid 2010s. But I think she got better for sure. She started fighting at flyweight, and I think that really helped her out a lot. Really the birth of the flyweight division helped her out more than anything. But this is a big fight. Big fight for Just Guy to get a win here, to get some revenge and get this win in the rematch. But just that 7-inch reach advantage is tough to overcome. We'll see if she can do it. Mauricio, Shogun, who, fucking Yuri Petraska. Oh my god. He's finished off his last 5 opponents. Of course, the previous fight was the Rozen fight against CB Dalloway, where he absolutely destroyed him at the Sayama show at Ryzen 20. How can you not love Petraska? I could have, but say he lost to King Mo the first time around, then he had the rematch where he beat him there. It's kind of crazy. The last time he lost was to King Mo, but yeah, he rules. He's, I don't know what more. He's just one of the most exciting guys out there. Obviously, his style is so unique because, he does not even keep his hands up. Very much a loose approach when it comes to stand-up, and he just lets the fucking strikes go. He's going to take a punch and keep on ticking. Grappling, it seems to be a bit of a disadvantage, but he somehow, he pulled off a fast one against Glover Teixeira. So you never know, as far as, especially for him, he's kind of a smaller 205 as far as, weight-wise. You can just kind of see it there in his definition, but at 6'4", obviously has the size to really get things going. But yeah, this is a fun fight. Sure, we're feeding Shogun to somebody that he's going to probably get destroyed with, but it's fun to see Shogun have a fun fight here. Hard to believe, we just saw Paul Craig, obviously in real life, have a great showing at the O2 Arena. As that was a guy I was backing, so that was nice to see Paul Craig win, because Paul Craig's awesome, but also it's kind of crazy to think he's the Anthony Smith loss was tough for him against as far as for Shogun, got knocked out in the first round, but beating Tyson Pedro and Vellante and even Corey Anderson and Little Nog, it's kind of wild. Kind of wild to think. In real life, Shogun gets the rematch with OSP, and that fight, God bless both those guys, but that fight was a bit of a snooze. But did not go the way I was hoping, as far as those two veterans just kind of tagged each other the whole time. But as far as, this is a fun fight, though. This is a very, very fun fight. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen here? It's crazy Shogun's the favorite. That's just fucking hilarious to me. If he knocks him out, God bless him, but I just don't see it. Sergey Pavlovich. And Marcin. Deborah. It's funny, his nickname is also Deborah. That's probably I don't know why I'm blanking. That's probably a fuck up on the mod maker's point, but and I don't know why it's Tabora, but yeah, Tabora is ranked 15th. Pavlovich is ranked 20th. Obviously, Sergey goes on a bit of a tear here. As far as he's fought Maurice Green, Marcelo Gom, he had a loss that I was pretty shocking. Oh man, was it Overeem? It was somebody. No, he already lost Overeem. I think it was Arlovsky. It was somebody that he fought that I was like, oh, he's definitely going to win, and he ends up losing off a decision. But yeah, Sergey Pavlovich, this is a great opportunity for him. We're seeing Deborah, though, one of the best out of Poland, 17-6, 4-5 in the UFC, which is kind of crazy. As far as he really gets his shit together, though. He's fought some tough guys, though. Fabricio Verdum, Derek Lewis, probably should have won his last two, but had some great outings, just, as far as didn't have what it takes, unfortunately. But yeah, this is just a fucking tough one, for him. He's, it's kind of crazy to think that he would go on the main event a fight night after this. But yeah, I mean, this is a great opportunity for Sergey Pavlovich to get a nice win here, and for Tabora to really save his resume here. I mean, this would be a massive win. So prelim, main event, the immortal Matt Brown versus Court the Crusher McGee. Two absolute veterans battling it out here as Matt Brown, man. As it's crazy that he's been the gatekeeper of that 185 division, and he has just put fuckers down. As far as even now, even as far as he's still getting fucking finishes. It's awesome. He had knocked out Diego Sanchez. That was a fun-ass fight to see. Has fought just about everybody. Cerrone, Ellenberg, Damian Maia, Hendricks, Robbie Lawler, Swick and Pyle and Stephen Thompson, and as far as even Chris Lytle, Ricardo Almeida, fucking Dong Kyun Kim as fucking UFC 88, Pete Sell at UFC 96. Like he's a goddamn warrior. The thing he's been fighting since 2008 and still keeps on ticking is pretty crazy. But he's taking on Court McGee, a guy that, of course, was a winner of the tough Season 11 winner. As far as high school wrestler, is a pretty solid standing, though. I definitely think he has the ability to stand with Matt Brown. Probably wouldn't be a wise decision, though, but he could definitely stand up there with him. And, again, his resume is pretty unique as far as he's fought. Sean Strickland, that's obviously now top 5 middleweight. Santiago Ponzabio, as I always forget how to pronounce it, but Robert Whittaker as well. To beat Robert Whittaker by split decision is pretty crazy, but as far as that's neither here nor there. Josh Neer, another fun fight there at UFC 157. Beat Ryan Jensen at UFC 121 rather, as Velasquez and Lesnar, which that was actually a really great fight. I do remember that because I remember watching that card. But that was it's kind of when he's up there with some guys that are going to stand there and throw with him and put on a war. It's usually a pretty great fight, and this should be no exception. Should be no exception. I wouldn't be surprised just because of the distance either. But I just feel like Matt Brown's got the power to knock him out. We'll see. As the Tiny Tornado, Tecia Torres, as taking on Mizuki Inoue. Yeah, she has a win since December 2017. Bottom of the rankings there for the strawweights, but Torres is a large margin favorite. This is just a great opportunity for her to get on the right track here, to break the losing streak here, first of all. But, I mean, Ioane Jędrzejczyk, Zhang Li, and Jessica Andrade, I mean, those are tough fights there. Literally 3 strawweight champions she's lost to, and then Marina Rodriguez as well, and Jessica Andrade. But she's beaten Michelle Watterson, Angela Hill, Angela Magna, and also Beck Rawlings as well. This is a great chance for her to get on the right track, and we gotta see what she can do here against Mizuki Inoue, who is 1-0 against in her UFC career right now. Made her debut last August, which was a split decision win. Won the fucking 2010 Jules Grand Prix. Wow, and in effortless fashion as well. As far as just a kickboxing background, probably if she's gonna lose this one, it might be a little, as far as from just the takedowns from Torres, because Torres is pretty solid at being able to use her takedowns while obviously having her kickboxing background. But this should be a fun fight with both being kickboxers. As Austin Thud Hubbard taking on Coma, the Death Star Worthy. What a fucking nickname. As Austin Hubbard, though, looking to be the favorite, 11-3, 1-1 in the UFC. Must have had those fucked up because he only got one fight here on record against Davey Ramos at back in May of 2019. But that was a fun fight, though, as Coma worthy of the 15-6, 1-0 in the UFC, beat Devontae Smith back in August, knocked him out in the first round. We'll see what he can do here. This should be a fun fight in the prelim, though. Two lightweights that are looking to get a huge win. As the King Cage, Devontae Smith, and Matt the Steamroller Frivola. As Frivola, slight underdog, which is kind of fascinating. I know Devontae Smith has the reach advantage, but I mean, we know what Matt Frivola becomes. So I guess that's kind of more than anything but a Ohio native here for Devontae Smith. Just lost to, obviously, Coma Worthy, which you just saw, but he did beat Dong Hyun Ma and Julian Erosa in his first 2 fights back at the end of 2018 and the beginning of 2019. Should be a fun fight, though. I think both guys have an exciting style. As far as, Frivola is an absolute savage in there. He's coming off his 2-fight win streak as well. Beat Luis Pena and Jalen Turner, which was 2 massive, massive wins, obviously, there, with a split decision and unanimous decision. Wouldn't be surprised, though, this one does not go the distance. Just the way they fight should be an absolute banger. And to kick off the prelims and just kick off the show in general, Darren Wynn against Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Wynn's going to have the significant weight advantage in this fight. 7-1-1 for Anthony Hernandez. Lost in his debut to Marcus Perez. Again, we must have his fucking shit fucked up, since he only has one fight. And then for Darren Wynn, though, as far as was looking to make the Olympic team, very much you could see the Cormier comparison just from being almost a Olympic caliber wrestler, switching over to MMA when he's only 5'7", so he's gonna give up a lot of reach, but a powerhouse of a wrestler, and if he can definitely figure out how to get overcome really the reach disadvantage, which not a lot of guys can do. It's kind of crazy DC became the guy he became, because I mean he had a reach disadvantage in every single fight that he had, so it's just kind of crazy to think. Wow, he fought Tom Lawler. It's kind of wild. And back in November at Golden Boy MMA. That's right. That was the fucking Oscar De La Hoya card. Wow. As he lost to Darren Stewart by split decision in his last fight. Last time he was on ESPN as well, which was the Chris Weidman Dominic Reyes card. This is a big opportunity for both guys for sure to get a major win on ESPN. So we'll see how it starts off with for this card. AKA for Darren Wynn, no team for Anthony Hernandez. Herb Dean's referee, cage-side judges, as, Wynn obviously looking a lot heavier. It's crazy he makes 185, but at 5'7", that makes a lot of sense, though, at the same time. There's just not a lot of middleweights at that size, obviously, as Hernandez fails to fight on his jab, but scores the right to the body. Wow, Wynn gets a hold of him now, looking for the slam, and he slams him down, looking to pass guard. It's a scramble, though, so let's see what Hernandez can do with it. Ends up underneath Wynn in north-south. A couple of elbows to the ribs now. And some more elbows to the ribs. Not going to get under Wynn at all. It's just not going to happen. Wynn now inside control with a knee strike there. Oh, wow, look at Hernandez. Ready for it, though, as he scrambles into position here. But Wynn ends up just grabbing up against the cage. A couple of short punches to the side of the head. Now Hernandez using his wrestling skills to prevent any damage from happening. But now Hernandez a few quick punches to the side of the head. Wynn with a couple punches to the side of the head. Yeah, still got him up against the cage, doing whatever he can with him. A few short punches to the ribs. Separates them with about 14 seconds left. We'll see what they do here. So yeah, just looking to grapple up again. But a nice straight right from Hernandez standing out the round. Obviously Darren Wynn winning that round. We'll see what round 2 starts off with is Hernandez with a body kick. And he's still able to grab him. Got him against the cage. Oh wow, Hernandez fights it off though. It looked like he did, but he's still trying to get him against the cage. He's still out-wrestling him is Hernandez. Looking for the trip takedown, not happening either. Looking for the slam. He slams him down. Just going to lay on top of him. He's already won the first round. He's probably going to win this round as well. Oh, but an armbar from the bottom here. And he got him. How about that? That's what happens. Sleeping on Anthony Hernandez's ground game on the bottom. Catches him in an armbar. And what an upset win for Anthony Hernandez to start off this card. As, yeah, what a win. What a fucking comeback for Anthony Hernandez. As name checks all his sponsors, and thanks all of his fans who turned out to support him. Look at the replay. The finish says he's happy that submission training paid off. So our next contest, King Cage Devontae Smith against Matt the Steamroller Frivola. 10-2, 8-1-1. As, this is, it's crazy that this is a hell of a fight, though. I mean, this is honestly a really good fight for a prelim. Because you're going to see two guys put on a war. As Herb Dean's a referee, Cage that judges there. As, yeah, Smith, unsurprised, gets a lot of ovation as he makes his entrance here. Quick exchange here. Both fighters step in to strike. Frivola misses. Here comes a counter. As it's a left jab and a clean right hand. And he rocked him with it. Devontae Smith with a vicious head kick now. Knocks him down. Looking to finish the fight here. Holy shit. Herb Dean has to step in. What a win for Devontae Smith, making light work of Matt the Steamroller Frivola. I mean, that was exactly what you need to inject this crowd with a major, major win for the Ohio kid. Awesome to see. And, yeah, that is awesome. He's going to be I mean, that 155 division is very, very tough, obviously, but he's someone to definitely watch out for. And Devontae Smith, thanks. I'm connected to Factory X Muay Thai for helping prepare for the fight and the sponsors for supporting him financially. Is Austin Thud Hubbard versus Coma, though Death Star Worthy. It's got to fight as the guy who lost to the guy we just saw is now above him on the prelim card, but I think it's going to be a really good fight as well. But as far as for Austin Hubbard and Coma Worthy, both guys could massively use a win. Both guys are freestyle fighters too. Elevation fight team, Jesus Christ, for Austin Hubbard, and no team for Coma Worthy. Yamasaki's the referee. Cage side judges here. Round one begins. It's a clearing right hand from Hubbard after missing with the setup strikes. Does a nice little 1-2, nice jab and a nice straight right hand. Body kick now. Oh boy, look at Hubbard go. He is just lighting him up. There's a jab and a roundhouse body kick. Another jab and a body kick. There's a left hook. There we go. Finally, Worthy nails a right cross here. And there is a large gash on the forehead of Coma Worthy. Blood now trickling down into his eyes. That's going to definitely affect his vision now. It's connected with a couple of jabs, a sithering kick to the legs. So far, Austin Hubbard has been lighting him up, though. There's a jab that's wide. Catches Worthy with a right hook, though. Worthy's got him now up against the clinch. He's got him looking to take him down here. He's got him. Got the takedown. Got side control off of it. Let's see what Worthy can do on top here with about 50 seconds left. Looking for Kimura. Oh, Hubbard blocks it. That would have been crazy. The comeback like that. But yeah, what a round for Austin Hubbard. I mean, he was lighting him up, but Coma Worthy, he did a really good job of being able to try and steal one at the end with the Kimura, but not enough, obviously. We'll see what he can do here in the second. He's getting patched up in between rounds. Connects with a jab, forwards the big right to Worthy. Now Worthy's able to get enough close up to grapple here. Looking to try to get close up to grapple, but he's still very wary of the kicks and the punches here. Yeah, catches him the front leg kick there. Now he's got him without taking too much damage. Another takedown here, as he's still worried about the submission threat from the bottom. Just going to try to smother him here. Look to try and win a round. I don't hate that at all, obviously. We'll see what happens here. As the other just kind of making sure nobody gets caught more than anything. Hubbard's trying to switch the butterfly guard. That gets stopped, though. Oh, wow. Both of them now are backwards until they are resting against the side of the cage here. Now Hubbard's able to stand up, bringing Worthy standing up as well. He's got a waist lock on him, though. Let's see what Worthy's going to do. Probably another takedown. Yep, short struggle, but he's got him. So 2 for 2 on takedowns. I mean, yeah, definitely he won that round. It's all coming down to this. I would definitely say damage-wise, Austin Hubbard's done a lot more. We'll see what happens in the final round. Jab hits home, gets him with a leg kick. There's a 1-2 from Hubbard. Worthy misses a jab, connects clean with the right hand. As a nice little 1-2 from Hubbard. Misses the jab and lands the vicious right hand. Oh, but misses rather, the vicious right hand, rather, excuse me. As both fighters meet in the center here. Left hook from Hubbard. Jab and misses the right hook. Does Worthy. Fails to on his jab. Lands another low kick. Worthy looking for another takedown. He hasn't been stopped yet. I don't think he's going to get stopped here either. Nice takedown. Looking to get his leg free and get into better position, but it's a scramble as Hubbard's trying to get back up, but oh wow, Hubbard's on top of him. This is huge. Trying to get better position. Can't find himself past the guard though, so he's looking to probably just stay here. It's a scramble. Worthy's on his back again. I think Hubbard did enough to win that round, and I think that will be a victory for him. It's a very close round though. They're giving it to Worthy. A little, we'll see what the judges score it. 29-28 Worthy, 29-28 Hubbard, and 29-28 Worthy. Split decision win for Coma Worthy. I think they got that wrong, personally. I know the third round was pretty tough. You know, obviously, Worthy had the takedown, but just off of damage alone and off of, you know, what he was doing, I felt like at least Austin Hubbard did more that round. That was just my opinion, though, more than anything. He had a great first round, though. I mean, Austin Hubbard, phenomenal first round. It really came in the second, in the third. I mean, that second was the most dominant round, though. So at least, if a guy was going to win that fight, I'm glad it was somebody who had the most dominant round in that entire fight, if that makes sense. But what a comeback, though, for Coma Worthy. Thanks to all of his sponsors for supporting him financially. And also thanks his family, friends, and supporters. He wants to face Frank Camacho, someone he'd like to compete against. And Well, as far as he's not a great talker, I guess, but he's handsome enough so he doesn't have to be a particularly good talker. That's kind of funny. He's a tiny tornado. Patricio Torres taking on Mizuki and Inoue. Can Patricio Torres finally get her first win in over 5 years? Almost? Well, no, actually, 4 years, rather. Yeah, 2017. It was the end of 2017 anyway, so basically 3 years. But, yeah, I mean, Patricio Torres looking to get this big win. Make it 11-5. Steve Mazzagatti referee, but Mizuki Inoue looking to play the spoiler role and make it 15-5. She's been the underdog before. She is comfortable in that position, and she's just looking to get a knockout win. As Torres misses the big right hand, here comes the counter, which is exactly what Mizuki needs. It's a left jab and a right hook that's avoided the last possible second. They stand and trade in the center of the cage. Pressuring her forward is Mizuki here. Counter jab from Torres. Oh, there's a stunning right hook. Knocks her down. Mizuki Inoue looking to finish the fight here, and she does. Unreal. Well, Miss Torres, we gave you a bit of a meatball to crush, but you got crushed instead. What a win for Mizuki Inoue. Yeah, Miss Torres, you're probably going to be sent down to Invicta, if I had to guess. 5 straight losses, not great. Not great at all. As she thanks everyone connected alive for helping her prepare for the fight, and her sponsor, Sporting Financially, says she's going to celebrate her win by hitting a local club and having a victory party. Good luck with that in Ohio, but everyone's invited, as Mizuki Inoue gives a good account of herself there. Yeah, what a win. What an upset, too. Some great fights here in this prelim so far, as we're main eventing with a great one. Matt Brown, Court McGee, the Crusher versus the Immortal One. This should be fun, as a elevation fight team, the Pit, elevated. Everything's elevated. This should be a fun-ass fight, though. Yamasaki's a referee, cage side judges here. Matt Brown, unsurprised, it gets a loud ovation here. McGee's going to ignore the touch of gloves. I'm sure that's going to make him a great fan favorite here. McGee with a sharp 1-2. Brown's off target with the jab. Lands a nice right hook, though. Counters the right hand with a quick left jab and a right cross as Brown. McGee misses. Here comes Brown with a couple of jabs, followed by a good right hook. Counter jab from McGee. Misses all the strikes in combination with a head kick attempt. There's a left-hand exchange from McGee. 2 jabs and misses the vicious right hand. Says Brown, I'm liking these combinations, though. It's a quick 1-2. And McGee also lands a 1-2. Both guys are laying the leather for sure here in the first. There's a jab, but misses the low kick. Brown's still coming forward. There's a counter jab. Connects with a nice jab and a sithering kick to the legs of McGee. Yeah, Matt Brown's a pretty good leg kicker for sure. And there's a jab and a right cross. That can't connect, though. Pair of jabs also hits the right hand. There's a jab in exchange from McGee. There's 1-2, but doesn't land either blow. 2 counter jabs from McGee. Lands one of the 4 quick punches, but McGee avoids the big right. Stand trade the center of the cage. Either fighter can land a good shot. Brown dodges the right hand. Counterattacks a glancing blow with a high kick. Oh, and he rocked him with that. It's a nasty cut on McGee there above his eye, just to end out the round. Yeah, Matt Brown, I think, definitely won that round. That was an awesome round for him. I mean, Court, it's not over for him. He can definitely come back here in the second. There's a nice left jab and a right hand off the counter, so that's exactly what you need to start off with. There's a left cross. McGee finds his way past his opponent's guard with a sharp 1-2. As Brown dodges the right hand, counterattacks with a clean right hand. Left hand from McGee, great right hook, and there's another large gash in the forehead. There's just the blood trickling down into his eyes. This has been a bloody-ass prelim so far. McGee slipping past the right hook and counters with a right hook of his own. Brown's starting to get a little tired here. The gas tank is getting challenged a little bit. There's a left jab and a right cross. Nails the right cross after missing the left jab, though. Oh, he rocked him with that right shot. What's going to happen here? Looking to grab in the brief clinch. Brown with a short knee to strike, but McGee blocked most of it. Had not a great chance there. He had him up against the cage. I get what he was trying to go for, but probably should have went for like an elbow or something out of the clinch instead of the knee. There's a brace of jabs. Also a right hook from McGee. There's a right head kick. Oh my god, off a flurry of 4 punches too, with 3 of them land. Rocked him with that head kick. Another right head kick knocks him down. Look at the finish of the fight here. It's Matt Brown, and he, in fact, does that, and that is a massive, massive victory for Matt Brown. 23-16. No surprise there for the Xenia, Ohio native. What a win. What a fight. That's exactly what we needed for that prelim. It was going to be a war, and it absolutely was. As, what a win for Matt Brown, as he name-checks all of his team at Elevation Fight Team, all his various sponsors, all of his friends, family, supporters, says he has all respect for Court McGee, and praises his toughness, as he gives a good account of himself there as well. So on to the main card, the opener, Sergey Pavlovich, Marcin, Deborah, as Tabora and Pavlovich. Boy, oh boy. Very close to the betting lines. Tabora's the favorite. Part of Bulgarian top team. Of course, Pavlovich, another dominating heavyweight Russian. Eagles MMA, Sambo background. He's a dog. An absolute dog. And he's looking to get a big win here. Yeah, both fighters looking for... this is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. What a way to start off the card. To massive heavyweights as Pavlovich moving forward. Deborah's trying to get something. He gets a jab in the exchange. There's a jab and a body kick from Pavlovich. Coming forward now into the pocket. Nice little 1-2, but Deborah was equal to it. Meeting the center again. Misses the attempted body shot. Gets countered with a left jab and a leg kick that narrowly misses. Pavlovich doing a good job of pushing the fight though. Left jab from Deborah lands. Opens up the feet. Comes in fast with 3 quick punches. Landing 2 of them, but misses the big right hand. Pavlovich again walking him down. Fires off a counter jab, doesn't connect. There's a straight right from, as far as from Pavlovich. Pavlovich still stalking forward. Left jab doesn't connect. Oh wow, buys on a feint again, does Deborah. And there's a straight right after the left jab misses. Pavlovich again, he's a menace out there. Big right hand from Pavlovich now. Left jab, but misses the right hook. There's a left roundhouse kick to the body. The body shots, there's the boxing. He's just doing everything right. 2 counter left hands. A jab is wide and lands the big right hand. Deborah looking for a good takedown. That was a good attempt, but didn't get him. He's still got 1 leg, though. He might be able to drive him against the cage here, which he does. Looking for the takedown, potentially. Wow, but he escaped. Wow, Pavlovich is just... there's levels to this, and there's definitely shown right here. Counter jab that misses from Deborah. Connects with the jab, but Deborah evades the big right. Pavlovich is getting tired, though, so that's a great sign for Deborah as he gets the takedown. It's a single leg, too, to end out the round. But yeah, definitely Pavlovich took that round. But now that he's tired, that might be exactly what Deborah needs to get something going. As he misses the big right hand, though. Here comes a counter from Pavlovich with the left hand. There's a jab and misses from Deborah. Connects with some jabs and some low kicks to the legs. Pavlovich back into the pocket. A combo that ends with a leg kick. Fails to land from Pavlovich. Standing straight blows, nothing really comes of it. There's a left hand from Deborah. Pavlovich feints one way and throwing Deborah off balance. He's badly exposed now. There's a left hand, but Deborah avoids the low kick. That's the setup. Initiates a strike exchange. There's a left hand from Deborah. There's a high right head kick, though. Boy, that might rock him. Nope, still up against the... they got him into the pocket now. There's a left jab, misses the vicious right hand, though. Yeah, Pavlovich is just basically tired of this raid. Looking for the takedown. That's not happening. Now Deborah's going to sweep him. Nope. Nope, he stops him. How about that? Looking for a slam is Pavlovich. That also gets defended. They slip away. Yeah, Pavlovich, I don't know what he's gonna I don't know what's gonna happen here in the third. I thought Deborah was gonna be able to use the stamina here to really outwork him in the second, and that hasn't been the case. There's a sit there and kick the legs up from Pavlovich. There's a takedown. He's getting these takedowns, but at the very end of the round, so he's not able to do anything with them. Yeah, Deborah needs to finish. By far. There we go. There's your takedown that you get right at the beginning of the round. That's exactly what he needed. Trying to pass guard. It's a scramble, though. Scrambles to his feet, but Deborah immediately gets him against the cage. Looking for the trip. He can't trip him, but he's got a good chance of taking him down with a single leg or a double leg. So it's just that just seems to be the case. Oh, he's getting him with the slick trip this time. It looks like I said too much as he's seated. His back's against the cage, so Deborah's just got him up against him. He's trying to improve his position. Oh, boy. Now he's mounted halfway into the third, and he gets the armbar. What a fucking comeback from Marcin Tabora. What a win to get him in mount and get the armbar in the third. Tough loss for Pavlovich because he did everything right, just the stamina was not in his favor. As what a win from Marcin Tabora as he takes everything to the Bulgarian top team, helping him prepare for the fight, and sponsors for supporting him financially. Praises Pavlovich for his skill and toughness. Boy, oh boy, though. Mauricio, Shogun, Hua, Yuri Prochaska. This is going to be fantastic. 26-11-1, 26-3-1. I cannot believe he's not the favorite, but he's about to be the favorite real soon. As Yamasaki's the referee, the perfect guy to be in there. They touch gloves. Then really tentative though. They engage. Petroska slipping past the right hook and attacks the left jab and right hand and nearly fails to connect. Misses the head kick attempt with a great right hook. Shogun, somehow, he hasn't landed it. Well, there's a left jab, he finally lands something. There's a jab and a leg kick from Petroska. There's a stinging high kick. Rocked him with that one. Let's see what Petroska's going to do. Oh, it's a massive right hand, but Shogun avoids. I thought he was going to do like a throwing. He's going to do a flying knee or do a spinning elbow or some crazy shit. As they stand and trade the center of the cage. Neither fighter can land a good shot, though. Neither fighter lands a significant shot now. Doesn't connect to the right hand. Off target with the left jab. Misses the big right hand. Petroska coming forward. The jab from Shogun. 1-2, doesn't land either blow. Oh, look at Shogun, though. There's a right cross. And he scores the jab with a clean right hand. Does Petroska, though. They stand and trade, rather. Jesus. With strikes, but neither fighter can get anything going. Petroska counters the right hand with a left jab and a right head kick that did some damage. He rocked him with that head kick, though. Looking for the flying knee. I dodged it. Fuck. What a fight, though. So far, this level up expectations for Yuri Petroska in his debut. He's been fucking up Shogun. See what happens in the second, though. Shogun looking for the takedown. It's a smart strategy. Doesn't get him down, though. Get him against the cage. Well, Russell's back, so now Shogun's up against the cage. Looking for the takedown again, though, with Shogun. Still not getting it. He's got a hold of his leg, though. Looking to get him against the cage again. Is he finally going to take him down here? No, I'm just going to keep him against the cage. Thank you, Yamasaki, for separating him. Petroska. He needs to do a little bit more here to win this round. It's kind of been... Oh, there's a fast high right head kick to the side of the head. That's exactly what you need. Didn't rock him, though. Minute left to meet. As there's a checking the leg kick and counters a solid right hand. There's a small gash beneath the eye of Petroska, though. Dodges the right hand, counterattacks the left jab, left hand to the body. It's a good round. I mean, it was pretty close. I'm happy that they gave that round to Petroska, but honestly, it felt like Shogun did a little bit more. I know he didn't get the takedown, so I would like to give Petroska that for being able to stop his takedowns, but did get cut as well. It's a tough round to call, honestly. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody's got him up on that scorecard. At least it's 1-1 going into the final round. Neither fighter can really land anything now. Petroska's off target with the left jab, also doesn't connect to the low kick, rather, as there's a right hook that's blocked. Yeah, everyone's kind of getting tired here. See what happens as it counters right hand with a jab and a right cross that just misses. Another takedown attempt that doesn't go for Shogun. So got him against the cage here. This is exactly what Shogun kind of needed if he was going to try to win this fight, was just kind of ground him out and just keep him, up against the cage. But so far, Petroska's done a really good job being able to get out of it. As he slips past the right hook attempt and counters a head kick that only lands a glancing blow. Another head kick from Petroska. Good right hand from Shogun. Scores the jab. He's off target with a head kick, though. There's a left jab and a right hand that's taken on the gloves. Minute left. Misses the head kick attempt, but it gets countered with a good right hand, too. Shogun's doing a really good job here in the third. Punch from Petroska fails to land. Shogun moving in fast and clinching with him. Another close round, though. Man, this is going to be a close one. We might see a Shogun card. I would not be surprised, honestly. Yeah, 29-28 Shogun, 29-28 Petroska, and 29-28 Petroska. Split decision win. I mean, it started off really, really fun in the first round, and Petroska just could not keep up with that pace, it looked like. Yeah, I mean, that was close. Honestly, if you probably had to look at it, first two rounds for Petroska, last round for Shogun, that's not the worst card. But for it to go to split decision, fair fucks to Shogun. He didn't die, like I assumed he would, but, what a win, though, for Yuri Petroska, though. Thanks to everyone connected to All Stars Training Center for helping prepare for the fight and prepare, as far as the sponsors supporting financially. He celebrates starting his UFC career with a win, and he's a good talker, really does well, and he sort of interviews fucking Yuri Petroska. The man Alligator, Alexis Davis, taking on Jessica Evil Eye. 19-10, 15-7-1, no contest. Best boxing and wrestling with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So she's just fucking all around there. I don't know why you just don't say a mixed martial artist, but that's alright. And Alexis Davis, though, is, as far as looking for a win, he had to get her 20th win. Having a record of 20-10 would be pretty great to have, obviously. And this is, looking for some revenge on our mind, as Jessica Eye, Herb Dean's the referee so far. All the Ohioans have won today. We'll see if she can keep it going. as a big cheer for her. She makes her entrance. They touch gloves. I moves in closer, ready to attack. I lands a jab, then a slithering kick to the legs of Davis. Two fighters engage with some strikes. Neither fighter can land anything damaging, though. Jab lands from I, catches Davis with a right hook as well. Counter jab from Davis. Jab is wide, then hits her with a straight right. There's a counter left, doesn't connect, though. There's a crunching right hook from Jessica I. She's doing a really good job here in the first round. Counter jab doesn't connect, though, from Davis. Yeah, Davis is just not landing anything. Jessica I is really doing a good job here. Counter jab that misses all the strikes in combination with a kick to the body. Like I see Davis try to get a grappling started, but I was more aggressive, took the initiative. Connects with a jab, misses the big right hand, though. 4-6 strike exchange now. Davis hits a jab in exchange with a right to the side of the ribs. As far as that's a great little 1-2, too. Jessica I's doing a really, really good job. Scores the right cross, 2 can't hit the step left jab, though. Look for the fucking high kick, but it's wide. See what happens here as they try to end out the round with some punishment. Connects with 2 jabs. Big right hand misses, though. Great round from Jessica I. Couldn't ask for anything better. Completely outclassed her standing up, and should be a easy round for her, as that should be 10-9, as Davis lands a left jab. Can't hit the right cross, though. There's a left hook from Jessica I. I was more aggressive, took the initiative. There's a jab and a right hand to the body. Scores with the right cross to Jessica I. Another counter from Davis here, as I comes in with 2 jabs followed by a right hand. Just beautiful stuff from Jessica I. Dodges the right hand. Counterattacks with a quick left jab and a left hook to the ribs. But just perfect. Exchange strikes. Sees both fighters fail anything significant. Davis falls for a feint. It's a kick to the leg from I. Connects the left hand as Davis. Now Jessica I's getting tired. This is what you don't need. It's a nice little 2 jabs on a straight right. We'll see what Alexis Davis can do, because I don't think she's really been tired. I know she's been getting waylaid for about 10 minutes now, but she could come back here in the third. There's a left jab, scores a left kick to the body. There's a right hook from Davis. Counters the right hand with a left hand. It's a great round for Jessica I again, and she is just 5 minutes away from being able to avenge that loss. Davis needs a finish. Jab lands from I, misses the attempt to the body. I with a jab and a straight right. Looking for the head kick, that also fails out. Davis with the clinch, got over against the cage. Some dirty boxing now. Let's see what she can do up against the cage. Just going to keep her up there. Not a good call. As I waits for a chance to try and throw some strikes and quickly turns her, though. So there we go. Is quickly creating enough space to escape away from the cage. Now 2 jabs, a straight right hand from I. Davis lands a left hook. Pair of jabs, also left roundhouse kick to the body. Final 30 seconds here, or final 60 seconds rather. Yeah, fatigue still creeping in for Jessica I, but she just doesn't need to get caught. As long as she stays out of danger, she will win. And that was probably another 10-9 round, so 30-27 for Jessica I. What a win in a dominant fashion. 19-11 for Alexis Davis. 16-7-1 no contest for Jessica Evil I. What a win. What a win for Jessica I. She praises her team as strong style fight team, rather. Her very responsive to all of her friends giving out support her. She gives a short respect to her opponent as well as our co-main event. Raphael Assuncao taking on Cody, no love Garbrandt. Yes, it should be a fun one, as minus 150, plus 150. We got a hard-hitting 135 in Cody Garbrandt. This could be over instantly. The way he can hit. So this should be a fun bantamweight contest, though. Herb Dean's referee, cage-side judges, roar for the crowd from Garbrandt. He can complete the streak of the Ohio guys and girl for Jessica I being able to have a great win here, as Garbrandt pressuring him now into the pocket. That's exactly what you need for Cody Garbrandt. If you're backing him, as the left jab catches him with the right hook to the body. Looking to strike now. Assuncao again looking to shoot in, but just Garbrandt doing a good job of pushing the pace. Counter left hand from Assuncao. Fails the phone with jab, lands the right cross. Attacking with a tent now. Scores of the floor of 5 out of 5 on the punches, and catches him with the right hook. Jesus Christ. There's 2 jabs on a right cross that lands hard. He rocked him now. Let's see what Garbrandt's going to do. A big right hook. It knocks him clean out. What a win for Cody Garbrandt here in the first round to get the knockout win. 12-3 now. Raphael Assuncao, thanks for coming. But yeah, this was just an absolute showing of Cody Garbrandt's striking ability, of what he could still do. He wants to take out Jim Rivera, saying he'll kick his ass. How about that? Yeah, but gives a name check there on a Team Alpha Male, all of his favorite sponsors, all of his friends, famous supporters. Yeah, awesome stuff there. Our main event, though, boy, this is gonna be just a absolute war. Francis Ngannou, Yair Rozenstruik, my God, my God, that's just some massive man. 14-3, 10-0. Some dogs, absolute dogs. Steve Mazzagatti, our referee, cage side judge of their fight begins. They engage. Ngannou hits the left jab, misses the right hook. Scores the jab, doesn't connect cleanly with the right hand, though. Ngannou is left wide open, though. After he missed the right hook to the ribs, it gets kind of the left jab and a clean right hand. Wow, as Rozenstruik misses the right hand, and here comes Ngannou with the right cross off the counter. Holy shit. And now we're seeing the head kick from Rozenstruik after the nice right hook from Ngannou. There's a left hook from Rozenstruik. So far, he's doing a lot better than he did in real life. Well, until he gets knocked. Oh, no, he rocked him. He did knock him down, but he is knocked loopy for sure after that right hook. Look at the finish of the fight here. Look at an armbar now. What the fuck? Oh, he's got it fully applied. No, he does not. Somehow pulls free of it. What a fucking... I don't know why Ngannou went for the armbar there, but he still gets side control. Looking for the Kimura now. Well, there you go. Got him with the Kimura. Get the fuck out of here, says Francis Ngannou. I can only imagine the betting line, what that was for a submission in the first round. But what a win for Francis Ngannou. Showing off his submission game with that win over Yair Rozenstruik. That was, didn't expect the Kimura in the first round. It was going to be the way this one would end. As he thanks all of his sponsors for backing him, also thanks his family, friends, and supporters. He's comfortable being interviewed there. Yeah, what a main event with a co-main. I thought this was a lot better than just being decent. It just kind of tapered off at the end a little bit. That was a great opener, too. In Tabora's comeback over Pavlovich. Some great prelims as well. I was very, very pleased with that card. That went really, really well. Yeah, increased the popularity everywhere, too. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. We'll give a performance bonus with Garbrandt, Petroska, Matt Brown. He's great, and Mizuki Inoue as well. I think that's safe. Safe to call it there. Made almost 150. Not bad at all. A lot of guys making a lot of money. Yeah, Petroska 78,000. Inoue with 74,000. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, that will do it for episode 10. Thank you all for watching. And now we end out March. We go into April. And we are just slowly away. I cannot wait till we get to Ferguson and Khabib. I cannot wait. I'm going to be so pissed if one of those guys gets hurt going into that fight. And we can't even get it here in the WMA world. But this would be that's going to be a fun-ass card for sure. This is, it's gone really well. It's been a fun kind of, as far as there's been some wins where you've kind of expected, but there's also been some shocking wins, like Chikagan being the flyweight champion now, but, this has been a lot of fun. We'll, see how episode 11, see how that takes us, as we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.